the man who preached the funeral said it really was a simple way to die. Well, he laid down to rest one afternoon and never opened up his eyes. Well, they hired me and Fred and Joe to dig the grave and carry up some chairs. Well, it took us 7 hours, and I guess we must have drunk a case of beer. Well, here they come, and who's that riding in that big old shining limousine? Look at all that chrome, I do believe that that's the sharpest thing I've seen. Well, that must belong to his great uncle. Someone said he owned a big old farm. When they get parked, I'll mosey down and look it over. That won't do no harm. Well, that must be the widow in the car, and would you take a look at that? That sure is a pretty dress. You know, some women do look good in black. Why, he's not even in the ground, and I hear tell his truck is up for sale. Oh, they say she took it pretty hard, but you can't tell too much behind the veil. Well, listen, ain't that pretty when the bugler plays the military tap? I think that when you's in the war, they always hide and play a song like that. Well, here I am and there they go, and I guess you just call it my bad luck. Well, I hope he rests in peace, but trouble is the fella owes me $40.
Oh, here's Tom T.Hall, our special guest. Thomas, my boy. Yeah. Yeah. Let me get the jug, all right?
Do-do-do. 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 Do. One time I spent a week inside a little country jail, and I don't guess I'll ever live it down. I was sitting at a red light when these two guys come and got me, and they said that I was a speeding through their town. Well, they ushered me inside a cell with 7 other guys, and one little barred up window in the rear. And my cellmate said if they had let me bring some money in, we ought to send the jailer for some beer. Well, a few days later, when I thought that I had been forgotten, the sheriff came in chewing on a straw. He said, where is the guy who thinks that this is Indianapolis? I'd like to talk to him about the law. Well, that jailer had a wife, and let me tell you, she was awful. But she brought that hot bologna every day. And after 7 days, she got to looking so much better. I asked her if she'd like to run away. Well, next morning, that old judge took every nickel that I had. And he said, son, let this teach you not to race. Well, the jailer's wife was smiling from the window as I left, and in 30 minutes, I was out of state.
We'll be right back. Have a nice time. Have a nice time.
Here's the old storyteller, Tom T.Hall.
Well, I met the man down in Montgomery, Alabama. I remember it well. I was waiting on a bus, and he was shining shoes. And I heard him say, I'm a shoe shine man, #1 in the land. Shoe shine man, make you shine where you stand. Leave me a tip if you can, I'm a shoe shine man. He said I can sing, I can dance, I can play the harmonica too. Got a brand new thing on the South Side Montgomery Blues. You better stick around and watch me. I'm an entertaining fool. Hey, I'm a shoe shine man, #1 in the land. Shoe shine man, make you shine where you stand. Leave me a tip if you can. I'm a shoe shine man. Okay, Jim. A girl to help me, she had a lot of hoochie coochie ways. She was bumping and grinding, I paid that girl $1 a day. But she was shy on 8 and the law come and took her away. Hey, I'm a shoe shine man, #1 in the land. Shoe shine man, make you shine where you stand. Hey, leave me a tip if you can, I am a shoe shine man. Robert Cricket. Shine where you stand. Hey, leave me a tip if you can. I'm a shoe shine man. Well, me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus got it all worked out. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. You know, I know a man once was a sinner. I know a man who once was a drunk. How'd that go, George?
I know a man,
Yes.
once was a loser. Till he went out one day and made an altar out of a stone.
Amen. And me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus got it all worked out. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. Play one trick. You know, Jesus brought me through all of my troubles. Jesus brought me through all of my trials. Jesus brought me through all of my heartaches. And I know that Jesus ain't gonna forsake me now. No way. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus got it all worked out. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. You know, we can't afford any fancy singing. No. We can't afford any fancy church. Sing, George.
We can't afford any fancy preaching. But you know, Jesus got a lot of old people out doing his work.
Tell the truth. And me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus got it all worked out. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. Ah, thank you, George. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Up, 2, 3, 4. like a stick. He doesn't have any arms or legs, and you cannot see his ears. And while we are not looking, he's stealing all of our beer. And then old Sneaky Snake goes dancing, wiggling and a hissing. Sneaky Snake goes dancing, giggling and a hissing. I don't like old Sneaky Snake, he laughs too much, you see. When he goes wiggling through the grass, tickles his underneath. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, when I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky, where my parents were born, to a backwoods old town so often remembered, so many times that all my memories are worn. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Oh, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train done hauled it away. You know, sometimes we'd flow down by the Green River, down to old Brandon Prison, down by Avery Hill, where the air smelled like snakes and we shoot with our rifle, but empty pop bottles was all we could kill. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Oh, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train done hauled it away. Then the coal company came with the world's largest shovel. They tortured the timber and stripped all the land. But they dug for that coal till the land was forsaken, and they wrote it all down as the progress of man. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Oh, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train done hauled it away. When I die, let my body flow down the Green River, let my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting, 5 miles away from wherever I am. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Oh, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train done hauled it away. I'm going down the road feeling bad. I'm going down the road feeling bad. Going down the road feeling bad. Lord, it ain't gonna be treated this way. Well, I'm going where the climate suits my clothes. I'm going where the climate suits my clothes. I'm going where the climate suits my clothes. Lord, Lord, it ain't gonna be treated this way. I'm going down the road feeling bad. I'm going down that road feeling bad. I'm going down that road feeling bad. Lord, it ain't gonna be treated this way. Now you got a verse there.
Oh, no. Well, they feed me on cornbread and beans, Lord. They feed me on cornbread and beans. They feed me on cornbread and beans, Lord, and I ain't gonna be treated this way.
I'm going down that road feeling bad. I'm going down that road feeling bad. I don't know what happened to the other song, but I finished mine, and it's titled Well, it was a long black shadow of a giant that I saw, standing just inside the doorway of the big convention hall. His clothes were badly wrinkled and his mind was much the same. Everybody knew his name. Cash. Well, they locked him up. They lied about him, tried to drag him down. They almost killed the man, and yet they could not kill the sound. They took all they could take, and yet they could not take his mind. He was one of a kind. Cash. Well, they would not let him live, and yet they would not let him die. And I suppose that someone always knew the reason why. Some with beer and some with Bibles, some with treasure, some with trash, kept on following this man. Cash. Take away the moon and sun and time itself becomes just one. When you're lost inside a place, you know there's no place left to run. Fall so far beyond the bottom that you know it cannot last. There's a girl named June Carter Cash. Well, I do not know the details, and I guesstimate the pain. But a witness is a witness and is not to be explained. We can't say that one's more difficult, the future or the past, but it's a friend's name.
I appreciate that very much. I was deeply touched by the song. I'm more deeply touched by the fact that it comes from Nashville's premier storyteller and song, Tom T.Hall. Thank you.